Centuries had passed since Earth vanished. One day, without warning, the blue planet simply disappeared from its orbit. Scientists across the galaxy had studied the anomaly, but no explanation ever satisfied anyone. Humanity had become a story, a legend that aliens told to their children, tales of strange, clever beings who once walked among the stars. Captain Elias Rinn of the starship Odyssey grew up hearing these stories. His parents had told him about humans as though they were heroes from another age. He always felt a strange pull toward the lost planet, though no one could point him to it. For years he had explored distant systems, searching for anything unusual, anything that might hint at Earth's fate. Now, as captain of one of the most advanced exploration ships in the galaxy, Elias had seen many strange things. Strange planets with glowing skies, moons that floated without orbiting, and species that could change their shape. Yet nothing had prepared him for the anomaly that appeared on the Odyssey's sensors that morning. "Captain, you should see this," said Lieutenant Kara Venn, Elias's second in command. Her voice carried both excitement and disbelief. Elias moved to the main viewing console. The screen displayed a large round object moving through empty space. At first it looked like any other planet, but the readings were impossible. Atmosphere, oceans, landmasses, cities, all perfectly Earth-like, impossible. Elias whispered. "It can't be." "It's Earth, Captain," Kara said quietly. I think it's Earth." The crew stared at the screen in silence. They had heard stories, seen old star charts, but nothing in the galaxy had suggested that Earth might return. Yet here it was, moving through space as if it had never disappeared at all. Elias ordered the Odyssey to follow the planet, keeping a safe distance. The sensors showed incredible energy readings, shields or maybe some sort of field surrounding the planet. Whatever had protected Earth, it still worked, even after centuries. Across the galaxy, news spread quickly. Humans thought to be gone forever might still exist. Alien scientists scrambled to study the anomaly. Military fleets moved closer, cautious but curious. Some saw opportunity. Others feared a threat. Elias called a meeting with his senior officers. "We need to understand what we're looking at," he said. "If this is Earth, we cannot rush in. We must be careful." Kara nodded. "Sensors show life, plants, animals, cities. The readings are consistent with historical records. But there's something different. The planet seems alive somehow." "Alive?" asked Dr. Lin, the ship's xenobiologist. "Do you mean biologically or energetically?" "I don't know," Kara admitted. "It's like the planet reacts to us being here. The shields adjust and energy patterns shift as we approach." Elias rubbed his chin. "We need a plan. We will not risk the crew or alien relations, but we also have a responsibility to investigate. This could change everything." Days passed as the Odyssey tracked the planet. From orbit, the crew could see forests stretching across continents, oceans that sparkled like gems, and cities with towering buildings that reflected sunlight. The cities looked human, though centuries of absence had left them unrecorded by alien historians. The first signs of movement appeared in the cities. Humans. They were taller, stronger, and seemed unusually aware of their surroundings. Some observed the Odyssey in silence, while others moved with purpose through the streets. "Captain," Dr. Lin said, pointing to the monitor, "those humans, they're different. Their brains show patterns we haven't seen before. High intelligence, fast decision-making. It's as if they evolved beyond normal human limits." Elias felt a chill run down his spine. Could they have changed while Earth was gone? Or maybe Earth itself changed them, Kara added. "The planet. It feels like it protects its people, like it guides them." Elias stared at the planet, feeling a mixture of awe and responsibility. He had searched for Earth his whole life, and now it had returned, not just as a planet, but as a living, thriving world with humans at its heart. The Odyssey received a signal, a message in a language similar to old human dialects. It was short, but the meaning was clear. "We know you are here. Wait, do not approach recklessly." Elias gathered the crew. "This is our first contact with humanity in centuries. We must respect their rules. No sudden moves. No weapons. We observe, we learn, and we prepare." The crew nodded, understanding the gravity of the moment. They had faced hostile aliens, cosmic storms, and deadly space phenomena, but nothing compared to the mystery of Earth. Over the next few weeks, The crew of the Odyssey carefully observed from orbit. They watched humans farming, building, and exploring. They noticed that the planet seemed to respond to human activity. Forests would grow faster, rivers would shift slightly, and animals would appear when humans needed them. It was as if Earth had learned to care for its people in ways the galaxy could not understand. One day, a small spacecraft approached the Odyssey. It was human-made, sleek, and advanced. Inside was a woman named Mara, who introduced herself as an ambassador of Earth. She had calm but firm eyes and spoke with authority. "You are visitors," she said. "We know who you are. You must understand. We cannot allow uncontrolled access to Earth. Humanity has grown strong and Earth protects us. You will be tested before you can interact freely." Elias nodded. "We come in peace. We wish to learn, to understand, and to respect your world." Mara studied him for a long moment. "We will see," she said. "Earth has waited for centuries for humans to be ready. Now perhaps the galaxy will see why we had to disappear. Watch closely, learn, and remember, we are no longer the same humans you read about in legends." As Mara departed, Elias and his crew looked at the planet. They understood now that Earth's return was not just an event, it was a statement. Humanity had endured, evolved, and matured while the galaxy moved on without them, and now, Earth was ready to remind the galaxy of its presence. Captain Elias Rinn and his crew of the Odyssey continued to observe Earth from a safe orbit. The planet seemed alive, almost aware of their presence. Every movement, every scan, every small adjustment in orbit was met with subtle shifts in the planet's energy fields. It was as if Earth itself was testing them, deciding whether they were worthy of closer contact. Dr. Lin, the ship's xenobiologist, was amazed by the planet's ecosystem. "Captain, the flora and fauna are unlike anything we've studied before. Trees respond to sound, rivers shift slightly toward areas of human activity, and animals appear almost as if guided. It's as if the planet itself nurtures its people." Caravan, the lieutenant, added, "It's more than just biology, the humans. They are different too. Their reaction times, decision-making, even social coordination, it's beyond normal human capability. They seem to think and act as one when needed, and yet they are still individuals. It's remarkable." Elias felt a mix of awe and responsibility. He had grown up hearing stories of Earth, but he never imagined humans could have evolved this way. The planet itself seemed to have taught them resilience, intelligence, and unity over the centuries. One morning, a transmission arrived from Earth. Mara, the ambassador, spoke again. "Captain Rinn, we are ready for the first controlled interaction. One team at a time. You may send representatives to our landing zone. Remember, this is a test. We observe your actions carefully." Elias gathered his crew. "This is our chance to learn directly from humans. We go prepared, but with respect. No weapons. No sudden moves. We show that we are trustworthy." The team prepared their suits and small transport shuttle. The landing zone was a vast plain surrounded by forests that glowed faintly in the morning light. When they landed, they were greeted by humans who looked familiar yet extraordinary. Their eyes were bright, their posture confident, and their movements precise. A woman named Lyra led the group. "Welcome to Earth. We know you come from afar. We also know your species has stories about our people. Those stories are true, but they are incomplete. You will see why." The humans led the visitors through a city that looked both futuristic and organic. Buildings were tall, with flowing curves made of materials that seemed alive. Streets had plants growing through them, but they were not messy. They were part of the design, feeding oxygen into the atmosphere, providing food, and purifying water. As they walked, the visitors noticed humans working together in perfect harmony. Children played with robotic assistants that seemed to learn from them, while adults coordinated tasks across the city without any confusion. It was a society advanced not just technologically, but socially and intellectually. Elias asked Lyra, "How did humanity survive while Earth was gone? And how did you develop these abilities?" Lyra smiled. "Earth protected us. When our planet disappeared, it moved us to a hidden dimension, one unseen by the galaxy. We lived and grew there, learning, adapting, and evolving. Earth guided us, teaching us resilience and intelligence. When it was safe, Earth returned, but only after we were ready to face the galaxy with strength and wisdom." The crew of the Odyssey were stunned. Centuries of absence had not weakened humanity. It had made them stronger. Their abilities were not supernatural. They were the result of evolution guided by a planet that loved its people. Suddenly, an alert came from the orbital sensors. Alien fleets had approached closer than Earth permitted. Mara's team gestured calmly. "We will handle this. But you must stay here. Humans on Earth will demonstrate why we cannot be underestimated." Elias watched in awe as humans used advanced technology to communicate with the approaching alien ships. Energy fields projected from the planet created a holographic map of the solar system, showing alien positions. Yet there was no aggression. Instead, the humans displayed strategy, intelligence, and patience. The alien fleet hesitated, unsure how to proceed. Messages were sent, threats were made, but the humans remained calm. Slowly, the aliens realized that Earth's humans were not ordinary. They were formidable, and their planet would not be an easy target. Lyra turned to Elias. "You see, Captain, Earth is alive. It protects us, and we protect it. Any attempt to harm us will fail. But those who approach with respect may learn. The galaxy has much to discover about humanity, if they are ready to listen." Over the next days, the crew explored Earth further. They saw humans solving problems that had baffled alien scientists for centuries, purifying oceans in hours, creating food from thin air, and building machines that repaired themselves when damaged. The combination of intellect, creativity, and unity was astonishing. Captain Elias realized that the galaxy had underestimated humanity for centuries. Stories of human extinction were not true. They were a reflection of ignorance and fear. Earth's disappearance had been a warning and a protection, and now humans were ready to reclaim their place in the universe. Dr. Lin whispered to Elias, "They are not just survivors. They are teachers, leaders, and innovators. They can change the galaxy if given the chance." Elias nodded. He felt a sense of pride, a connection to the humans before him, and a responsibility to ensure their story reached the stars. "We must help them," he said. "We must show the galaxy that humanity is back, and stronger than anyone imagined." Lyra smiled. "Your presence here is part of the test, Captain. Not just for you, but for all visitors. You see our world, our people, and our strength. You learn, and then perhaps you help the galaxy understand that humans are not to be ignored." As the crew of the Odyssey prepared to return to their ship, they knew that Earth's return would change the galaxy forever. Humanity had grown in the shadows, evolved under the guidance of a living planet, and was now ready to face the universe with courage, intelligence, and unity. Elias looked back at the glowing forests, the bustling cities, and the humans moving with purpose. "This is only the beginning," he said. "The galaxy is about to learn that Earth is more than a legend. It is a force to be respected, and humanity is ready to remind everyone of that truth." And as the alien fleets observed from a distance, they realized that the humans they had thought extinct were not only alive, they were extraordinary. A new chapter in galactic history had begun, and the galaxy would never be the same. The galaxy held its breath. Word of Earth's return spread like wildfire, and alien civilizations debated how to respond. Some saw opportunity, some saw danger, but all understood that the planet and its humans were no longer a species to be ignored. Captain Elias Rinn and the crew of the Odyssey had returned to Earth to continue learning from its people. Humans had welcomed them cautiously, teaching them about the planet's remarkable abilities. Earth seemed alive, aware of every movement, every thought, and every intention of the visitors. Lyra led Elias and his team to a central hub, a city that looked both natural and futuristic. Towering spires stretched into the sky, surrounded by forests that glowed softly. Humans moved with purpose, yet there was calmness, as if they were entirely in control of themselves and their environment. "You have seen our world," Lyra said. "Now you must see why Earth returned. Not to hide, not to threaten, but to remind the galaxy that humanity has endured and grown." Suddenly, alien fleets appeared near the outer perimeter of Earth's system. Thousands of ships armed with the latest technology approached with caution. They had come to test, to negotiate, and some to challenge the humans directly. Lyra gestured toward the sky. "Observe." Energy fields rose from the planet, forming massive shields and projections that communicated strategy in ways alien commanders had never encountered. The humans on Earth moved in coordinated patterns, their movements precise and purposeful. It was not chaos, it was perfect organization, intelligence applied in action. Captain Rin watched in awe. They are not just defending, they are demonstrating their strength. One of the alien admirals attempted an attack, but their weapons failed to penetrate Earth's defenses. Each attempt was countered with ingenuity, strategy, and precision. The humans did not respond with aggression. They responded with calculated actions that protected their planet and sent a clear message. Earth would not be taken lightly. Dr. Lin, observing from the Odyssey, whispered, "They are showing the galaxy who they are, not with war but with intelligence, unity, and courage. Humans have grown beyond expectation." Elias nodded. "They are showing that survival alone is not enough. You must evolve. You must adapt, and humanity has done both." The alien fleets paused, unsure how to continue. Messages were sent, attempts at diplomacy made, but it became clear that humans were prepared for any challenge. Earth had returned not just as a planet, but as a symbol of endurance, strategy, and innovation. Lyra turned to Elias. "Captain, you understand now. Humans have waited, grown, and learned. We can protect ourselves. But we also offer knowledge, partnership, and insight to those willing to respect us." Elias replied, "I understand. Humanity's return is not just for themselves. It is a lesson for the galaxy. You survived, you evolved, and now you remind everyone of the value of intelligence, unity, and courage." The standoff ended without bloodshed. Alien leaders, impressed and wary, retreated to reconsider their approach. The galaxy had witnessed humans in their full strength, not through aggression but through ingenuity, coordination, and the remarkable protection of their living planet. In the weeks that followed, humanity began to interact cautiously with neighboring civilizations. They shared knowledge, helped resolve conflicts, and introduced solutions to problems that had puzzled the galaxy for centuries. Their presence was transformative. Captain Rin and his crew were welcomed as honored guests. They documented Earth's technology, its intelligent systems, and the humans' extraordinary abilities. Every day revealed something new. Plants that could purify water instantly, machines that repaired themselves, and humans capable of thinking faster, solving problems more efficiently than any alien race. Elias realized that the galaxy's perception of humanity had changed forever. No longer were humans seen as weak or extinct. They were a species that had endured, learned, and emerged stronger than anyone imagined. One evening, Elias stood on a balcony overlooking the glowing forests and bustling cities. Humans moved below, teaching, learning, and building in harmony with their planet. He reflected on the journey, how legends had turned into reality, how myths had become truth, and how humanity had reclaimed its place. Lyra joined him. "You see now, Captain. Earth is alive and humans are capable. The galaxy will remember this day." Elias nodded. "Yes, humanity has returned not just to exist but to inspire, to show that survival, intelligence, and courage can change the universe. We are witnesses to history, and soon the galaxy will know that humans are a force to be respected." Lyra smiled. "The next step is ours, to reach out, to teach, to guide, but always with caution. The galaxy is vast and many will not understand our strength, but those who do will see humanity as it truly is." As days turned into weeks, Earth began to establish contact with friendly civilizations. Knowledge, culture, and science flowed from the planet into the galaxy. Humans offered solutions, shared ideas, and inspired progress. The galaxy that once thought humans extinct now recognized them as innovators, leaders, and protectors. Captain Rin felt a deep pride. He had grown up hearing legends, and now he was witnessing them live. Earth's return had not only restored humanity to the stars, but it had also reminded the universe of the incredible potential of human courage, intelligence, and unity. The alien fleets that had once approached with doubt and suspicion now stood at a distance, respecting the humans and their living planet. Earth had returned not as a conquered world but as a teacher, a symbol, and a beacon. Elias turned to his crew. "This is more than a discovery. It's a new beginning. Humanity has shown the galaxy what it means to endure, to evolve, and to rise stronger than ever, and we are here to witness it, to learn from it, and to share it with the stars." Lyra placed a hand on his shoulder. "Captain, you have seen what humans are capable of. Now the galaxy will see as well. Humanity's story is not over. It is only beginning." As night fell over Earth, the planet glowed softly, alive and watchful. Humans moved with purpose, their intelligence, creativity, and courage lighting the way for the galaxy. The legends were true, but the reality was even greater. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy would never be the same. For the first time in centuries, Earth was home once more, not just to humans, but to the entire galaxy's awareness of what it meant to be resilient, united, and extraordinary.